The following Dysfunctional Gaming podcast was filmed in front of a live Twitch audience.
Hello, welcome back to episode 44 of Zombo. 44 of Dysfunctional Gaming, talking D&D. I am Thundercat0420. Over there to my left on screen is GM Patch Nasty.
I'm a man of many hats. Like, I own a lot of hats. Yep. I decided not to wear a hat tonight. I was like, you know what? Fuck it.
We need that hair to change. Don't you need to do that still?
If anybody wants to go ahead and shoot me like $75, $80 to get that done, because I do that shit professionally. I don't need to be bald, because bald may be beautiful, but
you need to start a GoFundMe.
Yeah, a GoFundMe. Yeah, Kickstarter. Get my hair color changed. But yeah, no, that it needs to be done.
Yes, this week we are going to get back into our friend Carlin's story. We're going to have a story time stanza episode where we bring back our friend, the gnome Carlin, who had started the podcast with us, and we kind of veered away from it. Now we're going to come back and... What's that?
I was going to say, there's a whole bunch to deal with that.
Yeah.
I have to move my camera here.
Yeah, we can do a few things we can do now. We can have fun with that. But before we get into that, let's talk about YouTube.
Things.
We have a YouTube that we want people to go and subscribe to so they can see Zombo Force.
And the D&D game.
Yes, and the War for Garaxia is loaded there every Friday as well. I also put all of these episodes on there. So if you miss one, you can check it out there, or you can check us out on Anchor or any podcast. But I want to specifically talk about Zombo Force on YouTube because we just started season 2. We have 2 episodes out for season 2, and on November 27th, we're going to have our 3rd episode. And this 3rd episode has been in the works for a while. And we've put a lot of time into it, and it's going to be it was a big production for us. So please come check that out with us on November 27th at 11 p.m. Premiering on YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah.
Zombo Force.
That's what I wanted to promo today. And so let's get into Dungeon Master, talking D&D.
Yes, talking D&D. Let's talk about some D&D.
Last week we talked about DM tips and tricks. You can check that out on all those podcasts as well.
Boom, boom, boom.
So we're going to get back into the story with Carlin. And who is Carlin exactly?
What was Carlin?
I have this information that I kept for this purpose. Let's see. Okay, I'm just gonna.
Did he keep it? Okay, he did.
What happened?
I was like, did he keep it? Oh, he did keep it. Okay.
Oh, I have it. I just didn't know how big I had to make it to read it. Carlin is a gnome. She is 60 years old. She is 3'2", rosy cheeks, bulbous nose, but it's kind of pointed in the front, but it's big. She has light green eyes, wild red hair, very frizzy. She always is like counting mindlessly, talking out loud here and there. She is more calm for a gnome. Brown drab coat, riding boots, and leather armor and leather pants made from like pelts and hides and stuff. He lives in the Cloakwood Forest. Looks like a small town village with overgrowth, and a old lady in rags, old Agatha, is her only friend that lives in that small village. Everyone else has since left because it's more of a ruin than it is a village. Agatha is 500 years old. She's got gray straw hair, wears a Grandpa Joe nightgown. She speaks in tongues. Carlin likes to make up words for Agatha, who is now a surprise talking young Frankenstein. I forgot I wrote that. I forgot you said that. We wrote that in.
Yep.
She's now surprised talking young Frankenstein. Carlin's shack is always visited by small animals. A chipmunk named Samuel, Nuts. Two sea otters who finish each other's sentences named Duran and Duran. A seagull named Peter who talks. Let me go over. I think I need to go over more. Talks like he's from New York. It's super neat inside her shack. There's a bookshelf with trashy romance novels, alphabetized by character. There's a bug net cover over her bed. She likes bugs, but not when she's sleeping. She is the single female role from a romantic comedy, basically. The voice in her head, the great old one. The whole multiverse is at stake. She must stop it. The state of the multiverse is in danger. She uses her gifts to persuade people to help her. She isn't normally in charge, but she keeps the team together. She was brought up with the animals. She left early in her age. She is the story's focus, but not necessarily the hero. She meets a human sorcerer, Zenturum member. He has a large green birthmark on his neck. He's charismatic, but not smart. His name is Quintilian Sumner. Parents are smart. He is trying to prove that he's a good agent. He's good at farts and skipping rocks.
Sure was.
He has some mannerisms. He likes to stare into the distance. He's honest to a fault. He knows how to get into Candlekeep. He's chaotic neutral, very whimsy, live and let live. His bonds, he's loyal to the Zenturum. Flaws, he likes decadent pleasures, expensive hand oils and feet lotions and cheeses. He likes feet with toes, so he doesn't like hooves.
Weird.
I'm pretty sure the chat helped us with some of this.
Yep, sure did.
His friend, I say in quotations, basically his what's the word for
acquaintance?
No, someone that's higher up in like the lordship, and they have someone that follows them and takes care of them. Basically, what is that called?
Out of my pay column. I don't know what that's called.
Is it his charge? Is that what that is?
Sure. His ward?
His ward. That's the... So basically, the
Thanks, Batman.
dwarf barbarian Jurgen Goblinbane is his ward. She has been appointed by his parents to follow him and make sure he doesn't get... Squire. Yeah, Squire is the word, Fuzzrab. Ward is close, though. Squire, yes. She is to follow him and make sure that he doesn't get killed. She is short with her phrases. She's very gruff. She's like Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy. And she's only argumentative with Quintilian. She never really says much to anyone else. She speaks several languages fluently. She is neutral, evil, greed. She is also a live and let live. She's loyal to money. And she envies others' creatures' possessions as her flaw. Or their station. Secretly, she's pissed that there's higher statuses and Quint has status. Good afternoon or evening to you, Fuzzdrab, by the way. There's also the Gauntlet member that Carlin asked to join the group. He's a human paladin named Quan Chao. He is medium length hair, grayish hair, scarred, probably seen some fights, ornate armor, walks with a limp, honorable but slow to trust, short and sweet with the answers, and he has a deep baritone voice. Great tactician. He's indulgent with the female persuasion, but he's not a high-ranking member of the Gauntlet either. He's the one who tells Carlin about the platinum compass, is the piece that she's looking for to find the platinum map. And so we created those two things. They go to find the compass, but they run into they have to find Dingleberry first, because Quan wouldn't go and find the compass without his good friend Throckmorton. Throckmorton Dingleberry. He's a conjuration wizard, 5th level, so he's a little bit more seasoned than the rest of them. He talks like a noble, elongates words for no reason, oversteps boundaries, thinks he is smarter than people. The Order has kidnapped him and was questioning him. And he has a few cantrips: light, mage hand, prestidigitation, and mending. A pocket watch is his focus. Really. My day is going good. I mowed the lawn and I worked on D&D stuff for this.
All the stories.
We wrote an encounter to get Throckmorton back. It was a nighttime skill competition. They stealthed into the camp and took out the bandits outside, beginning inside. They were beginning inside to save Throckmorton Dingleberry. Back to the Cloakwood, Quint will talk to Throckmorton about books. Jurgen will go to Baldur's Gate for a few nights to gamble and train. Quan will stick close to Throckmorton because he does not want to lose him again. And Agatha will talk and have fun with Throckmorton. Oh God, what a little
right.
Yeah. We had a podcast where we did the Big Bad End game, and so we created our Big Bad End game. He's
3 gnomes, trench coat.
foppish Monopoly type man, Duke Baron von Bismarck Frederickstein Esquire, which is actually 3 different people's names because there's 3 different people under this trench coat. They're very good with words and contracts. It's the DMV of people, 3 gnomes in a trench coat. So basically, one gnome is Duke Baron, the other gnome is von Bismarck, and the third gnome is Frederickstein Esquire. So good.
We are ridiculous. You know that?
It's still so good, though. Imagine all the different attacks they could do. Feat. We made a feat for Carlin because we decided that we were going to do feats one week for our podcast. So here's the creation of the feat we did. Focused magic. A prerequisite was the spellcasting trait. A spell is enhanced and gains the following benefits. The spell ignores 3/4 cover and half cover. Before you make a spell attack roll, you can choose to take a -5 penalty to the roll if it hits, and you add +10 to the spell's damage. So it's basically the sharpshooter right? Is that what it is? Sharpshooter?
Yep. For wizards.
And we gave that we didn't give this to Carlin, but we gave Carlin the observant trait from her patron.
Correct.
But we created that feat. Then we had the 4-room dungeon. It was a shrine to lost knowledge. We used this dungeon to hide the
book thing.
Was it the book or was it the compass?
Yeah.
One or the other.
Something. We hid something.
The shrine to lost knowledge. There's a DC 14 intelligence save trap. If you don't pass, you forget what you did on the inside. Rune on the threshold. First room. There's a garden area, twig blights, tricolor thrawns in the first room. Proficient in nature or high passive perception. Portcullis to stairs leading up to elemental staircase trap. The door is locked into the shrine. Book is just sitting there. The door slams magically and the floor begins to crumble as a pit of snakes is below. That was our 4-room dungeon we created.
Sure was. That was miserable for the players.
I
remember making that. I was like, woof.
That was fun to make, though. That was a good one. Long rest. Carlin will talk to Throckmorton. Quan will try to preach to Jurgen. Won't go well. She doesn't care. Mentalian will just speak when he thinks it is a good time. Back to Candlekeep. Carlin will try to read the book, Constructs in You, a guide to making constructs, written in Gnomish. Rockmorton wants to go to Waterdeep with Carlin, so Quan goes with. We created a dragon NPC, a good dragon, a bronze dragon,
yes,
who lives under the falls of Orlumber, a shipworking island. Intrigued by Carlin and knowing some of her old family, ancient dragon that wants to help her get to know what's really pushing her. Nauraru the Gentle is its name. They go to Candlekeep as it has been attacked by a blue dragon. Nauraru decides to stay with and help find the blue dragon. They went to a magic shop in Harple Village. It's a Harple family-run village, family-run magic shop. Radagast type owner, druid wizard. They make tokens of animal companions, ever-smoking pipes. His name is Rickwell Harple. Found them and gave the name. Rickwell Harple found them and gave them the name. Worked in the circus training cats. One sole survivor was Rickwell. All the lions and tigers killed everyone. Healing potions. No Throckmorton from the circus. He was there on the bad day. That's our story.
We're sticking to.
We also created the Trickster patron. And
yes, we did.
We had things for that. The Fool's Image starting at first level. You may cast a mirror image at the start of initiative once per short rest. 6th level, Cloak of Shadows. As an action, you become invisible until the end of your next turn per invisibility spell. 10th level, Silver Tongue. For the day, you can pick between Intimidation, Persuasion, Deception, and you gain advantage on that check. Refresh at a short rest. And 14th level, Fortune's Favor. Intelligence saving throws on a fail. The creature takes 8d12 psychic damage and is thrown backwards 10 feet as a sees an illusory treasure they tried to open. Cool. So where do we go from there?
I have no idea. I'm at a loss. I mean,
we have a lot. I like a lot of it. I'm like, wow, I can't believe we still have all that.
Mm-hmm. That was like 10 episodes. And then we started talking about D&D stuff and put the story to the side.
Yeah. Does anyone in the chat have anything they think we should add to it? I'd like to keep going with the story. Like, they didn't find what they... So apparently the book they found wasn't the book we wrote that in. The book they found was the Constructs book. Because they have to go back to Candlekeep to return the book to get the new book. To get the
right book.
The right book.
Because that's what D&D is. You quest and quest and quest, and then you actually find it, and then you find out that it's not what you were looking for, and then you quest and quest and quest to find the thing that you're actually looking for, and then it works. While your DM writes all the time.
Yep. So what should we talk about with them having to return a book to Candlekeep? Is there anything important that we should talk about? I feel like having Jurgen maybe be like a spur in the in the cog, if you will. She doesn't really think that Quan should continue going on with these people.
Sure. I mean, I don't see why not. I honestly kind of forgot about the story, and I'm trying to think it over in my head as we're talking about it. So, I mean, are you trying to get rid of them, or are you trying to send the story elsewhere?
I'm just trying to see, like, it's always good, I think, for the story to have a little bit of, like, conflict between the party members. I was just thinking, like, with how Jurgen is with Quan, she's already left once to go and, like, drink and gamble, basically. She doesn't want to be here with these people, and she's only supposed to be taking care of Quintilian. You know what I mean?
I mean, I do.
And she's like, I don't know, she's there for the money, but at the same time, she's not getting any money from the rest of the party.
No. So, I mean, at that point, she's just in it for the shits and giggles, I suppose.
But I don't feel like that would be her character. The gruff, neutral, evil dwarf barbarian.
Well, I mean, it all depends. If they're a party, they should go together. Just because terrible shit happens when you aren't there.
Okay, so then why don't we have that Jurgen is kind of getting a little bit like rowdy-ish, and Quintilian, restless, that's the word, yeah. And then maybe Carlin like calms her down or brings the party back together, because we did talk about Carlin being kind of like the glue of the team.
Honestly, what I think is, I think if you want conflict, the barbarian is getting restless, the wizard is instigating the restlessness, the paladin's, trying to calm down the wizard, the sorcerer probably gets distracted by something. And then you would have Carlin trying to put it together. Yeah, trying to just calm everyone down. Sure. That's good.
Okay. Throckmorton, eggs, Jurgen on.
I wouldn't say eggs, but I mean...
What does he do then?
How dare you say you don't want to go to a library?
Okay.
It's a mausoleum of knowledge. How dare you, in your puny mind filled with wrecks?
How about agitate?
Awesome. There you go. My day is going well. I worked and then I didn't, and then I did a little bit of campaign prep for the Sunday virtual tabletop that I'm starting to run. How was your day, Fuzz? So yeah, then we'll have Carlin try and talk him down. Do you want me to roll dice over here or what?
No, we don't need to roll dice. This is a story time.
I want to roll dice though.
We're making a story. It's not. But we're not.
You can write a story on dice
fucking
rolls
roll dice then. It doesn't matter. Roll dice.
Yeah.
It's a DC 21.
I don't even know what her stats are anymore. I just want to see my dice go clickety clack.
Then roll your dice to make them go clickety clack. Let's see.
12.
You didn't make it.
Nope.
You look harder and harder, and it just slowly fades from your eyesight.
No. Sorry.
Throckmore agitates Jurgen. Juan tells Rockmorton to ease up. They begin shouting. They all begin shouting. And Carlin screams above them all in their heads. What does she say?
I want to say quiet. That seems like the right thing. I don't know. Trying to think. Oh, she's a librarian.
Okay. Then out loud. We need to work together for the fate of the multiverse is at stake. And then kind of she brings them in. Bam. That night, that night she tells them all. She tells them about her visions and premonitions. Wow, I like it. Period.
Period.
So they go. So on their way from, let's see, where are they now? Near Harple Village.
Candlekeep?
So Harple Village is kind of near Greenest. Or what's the other one? Not Greenest. The other one from Horde of the Dragon. The one where you
don't remember because
Leo.
I hated it.
Yeah. Where you meet Leosin. Anyways, yeah, there's a few days travel to get to Candlekeep. Are they gonna encounter anything?
I assume. I mean, if it's a couple of days travel to Candlekeep, what type of year is it?
Whatever you want to be.
Oh, why? No, I asked you the question. You answer the question.
It's mid. It's like the end of the summer, almost.
Okay.
Fall.
So, I mean, you'd probably see some people traveling home from Candlekeep. You definitely see some people maybe just enjoying the sunshine before it ends. Probably some bandits. There'd definitely be some bandits on the road because they're, either they're bandits or they're theater actors who are pretending to be bandits to fund their theater troupe. Because I think that's fucking hilarious.
Okay. They have a few encounters along the way. Anything bad happen? Anything good happen? I'm thinking like they encounter something bad. Do we want to make it like super easy? They just get there. The hard part is after they get the book or whatever.
I don't know. I assume something bad would happen at Candlekeep. That was my thought process.
Have to meet at a travel. They
I
meet
wanna
a
s- I
traveling
wanna say-
circus and have to dance for their supper. Says Fuzzreb. I like it.
I like it.
They end up. What's the name of the traveling circus, Fuzzreb? So they lose their money in a bet, maybe?
Maybe.
And have to dance for their supper. Gifford's Circus? Okay, Gifford's Circus. A question mark. They're unsure if it's a circus. The guy's name that runs it is Greg Gifford.
Greg Gifford.
GG.
Gregory. I'm gonna go ahead and say that Throckmorton's gonna have a little bit of PTSD at this circus.
That's what I was thinking. When he said circus, I was like thinking of the Throckmorton from the circus. He was there on the bad day with the when they pull out the tiger. He's gonna he scream like a little girl. Ah! Greg Gifford is the circus master. He also is the head trapeze artist.
The head trapeze office? Ooh,
Artist,
boy.
yeah. So he owns it and also does the hardest job. Could Greg Gifford be a mini bad guy, a mini boss?
He could be.
Could make him into Robin, but like evil Robin. He could be Harry Barnum.
A PT Barnum?
PT Barnum.
Sure. I like that. I mean, he could be a mini boss.
I'll put that in parentheses. Possible mini boss. It could be a skills challenge instead of a combat. The Gifford's Circus. He's a circus master. He's also the head trapeze artist. What does he look like? What does Gregory look like? Because I think like perfect brown hair. Like it's always perfect.
That you can see as he flails about a top hat. Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he doesn't wear the top hat. He holds it because of his perfect brown hair.
And if he does wear it, it's like, you know how like some people wear
it's on the side, so it's
yes.
yeah. So you could still see the perfect hair.
Like Moxie from fucking Borderlands. I want to say there's like purples, golds, and oranges, like almost Fey-Wildy colors to this circus, because I just started reading Wild Beyond Witchlight, and I really want to start programming it into VTT and play it.
What does he have? What does he have? Purples and yellows, is that what you said?
I want to say like purple, like a purple suit, like ringmaster suit, but it's got like orange pinstripes with gold accents on them. His boots are black buckled loafers, but the loafers are gold. Like they're the pilgrim shoes. but they're like
They're
pilgrimly
gold.
circus
They're
boots.
gold pilgrim shoes.
Yep.
You're basically the whole outfit is basically what Malcolm Sandyfingers is wearing.
Yeah, it's essentially what Barondeer wore. As soon as you told me what you were wearing, I was like, that's what I wear, except I fucking ripped out the sleeves because, you know, it's swole. Here's my, does he have a crop or does he have like a cane? Like a crop like you could whip someone with as well? Or does he have like a top hat and cane?
No, he has the crop.
Okay. Okay.
Did you see what Fuzzrab wrote?
No, I did not.
That's a good encounter. You lose all your money and you have to dance for your supper, but you find out that all the games are rigged so that you lose.
So yeah, I mean, I've written a couple circus encounters simply for the Extra Life game. That's one of them I've written. I like it. There's also ones where I had like the Cyclops stare. That's like your perception check. Or make up saving throws depending on how you want to do it. So yeah. You have to get your money back through the circus. You have to win your money back. Or you join the circus.
Yeah, well, yeah, Gifford gives you like an ultimatum. Like, you could dance for your
All
supper.
the tomato or no tomato.
You could dance for your supper tonight, but for you to get your money back, you must win it or join. And then the next leg of the adventure is you're at the circus or you won and you're moving on to the next thing.
Yeah.
Find that Gifford has rigged games and you to win or join the circus, take your money back. Bam.
Now, are we gonna do the branching story paths depending on how it goes? I mean, are we gonna like?
We could
roll. Gonna be like
we could
choose
roll
your own adventure book.
We could roll right now.
All right, hang on.
Roll
Let
a
me bring it
D20.
up. What am I
Roll a
rolling?
D20, and if it's
Let me roll a D100.
All right. If it's a 50 or lower, it's
50 or lower.
Yeah. 50 or lower, we get the left path, which is we made our money back and we're out of there.
So the low end is we leave. The high end is we're stuck.
Yep.
Okay, you ready for it? I'm gonna hit enter now.
Enter.
38.
We leave.
We leave. All right. All right. So now there are 5 players in the party. Correct. What do we do to win? I wanna write our triumph.
All right.
I think Throckmorton is gonna do the shell game, and he's just gonna cheat. Like, yeah, it's there.
They could bet that one of them can read all of Carlin's thoughts, and it's just Carlin telling them what she's thinking through telepathy.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I bet you I could guess every number that Carlin writes down on that paper.
That's a good one. That's a number one. That's a good one. So let's do that. You want to give that to Quintillion?
Yeah,
Quintillion. I bet you I can guess every number on that paper right there. She's going to write it down. I'm just going to know. I'm just gifted like that. I think the Barbarian is going to win at arm wrestling.
The arm wrestling or the fucking mallet?
Bang! Yeah, that one. What else is there?
Quint guesses Carlin's numbers. Throckmorton does the shell game and cheats.
I want to say Juan wins a tug of war.
Juan wins a tug of war.
And I think
against the strongest man alive, which is like the
bearded woman. And I want to say I think Carlin can captivate better than the ringleader, simply because she can whisper into people's head.
So they do a ringleader circus master off.
Yep. It's a ringmaster showdown. Yeah, because then you could have them win, plant the seeds for a new big bad evil guy further on down the road in the next book. Revenge of the Circus Master.
Or he could be a recurring guy that they keep running into along the road, and he's like, they end up liking they end up liking him, and they go to all his shows anyways. I like it. I like it. All right. But they don't have to go and work for the circus forever.
No.
They leave the circus. Where do they're off to?
Candlekeep.
They get to Candlekeep.
I want to say they run into that theater troupe pretending to be bandits.
Well, I wrote a bunch of different encounters up there. I wrote encounters on the way to Candlekeep, bandits, caravans, travelers. I'll write the bandit troop.
Boop.
Bandit troop. They end up meeting a traveling circus and lose their money in a bet and have to dance for their supper. Gifford Circus, Greg Gifford, the circus master. He's also the head trapeze artist. Possible mini boss. He has perfect brown hair, holding a large red top hat. Purple ringmaster. Oh, well, it won't be red. It'll be purple. Purple top hat, purple ringmaster suit. With orange pinstripes and accents, gold pilgrim shoes. You find that Gifford has rigged the games and you need to win or join the circus to make money back. Quint guesses Carlin's numbers. Throckmorton does the shell game and cheats. Quan wins the tug of war against the strongest man alive. Carlin does the ringmaster showdown, and Jurgen does the, what is it called?
The hit the bell thing.
Yeah, what is the
Ding
fucking
the bell.
thing? Ding the bell.
Yeah, that's, I don't know. Hit the bell. Bing. The long fucking pole thing. I don't know what to call it.
Ding the bell
Hit the
hammer game.
Yep, bellhammer. Bellhammer game.
All right. The party wins their money back and arrives at Candlekeep later on. Candlekeep. Carlin finally is given access. She is in awe as she sees the splendor. But what does she need? She needs to get the book. She needs to get a book to find out where the Platinum Compass is.
Correct.
And then the Platinum Compass finds the Platinum Map.
Correct.
So she's going to do research to find the Platinum Compass.
Sounds about right to me. So I'm trying to think of what's going to go awry real quick. Okay. Let's
Okay.
hit another branch in the storyline. Is she gonna actually get her stuff? Is she actually going to get her research done?
Yes, I think she will find the research she needs to find the platinum compass, but that will encompass her having to go to said much more like dangerous places.
Okay. Okay. So yes,
Yes.
I think her doing her research is going to spawn something that should not have a name and not a lot of things could talk to inside of Candlekeep.
Okay. I like it. Okay. Upon doing her research, she spawns, let's say, like a familiar, but only she can see
No,
it. But only she can see
no,
it. Hold on, hold on.
nope.
Oh, you're thinking like something bad happens in the Candlekeep?
Yes, I
Oh,
think
okay.
something bad happens in Candlekeep.
Okay. Tell me more.
I think her reading and her knack for reading too much summons some type of demon from a not very nice plane.
Okay.
Um, I kind of want to say it's a Nathal.
Okay.
That's the big fucking tusk
Yep, I know
pig
what it is.
demon with the little
Yep.
itty bitty wings.
Yep.
Um, and I think it's just gonna dip after wreaking some shit. The party's gonna ask what happened after it leaves, and that's when you start sowing the seeds of discourse with Carlin talking about the voice inside of her head, telling her that, you need to do this, and then she did this, and then this happens.
Okay, so I like that because so because we say that Jurgens becomes restless, she doesn't want to be at the party much longer, and then Carlin tells them to be quiet. Shh, she says, we need to talk. No, we need to be together because the multiverse is at stake. And then she ends up telling them about her visions and her premonitions, but she doesn't understand them. And then when she gets to Candlekeep, her visions push her to do this. And then then they realize that it might not be a good thing.
Correct. And then that's when everyone realizes that they kind of don't know what's going on, and it could be ridiculous.
Cool. She was being
If you have a
pushed.
thief, then he does sleight of hand on card games. Absolutely. I didn't even notice that. But we don't even have a thief.
No, we have a sorcerer, a barbarian, a paladin, and a wizard. All
Okay.
casters.
So what
Except
I
for the barbarian.
think what I think we should do Because after that shit goes crazy. They should probably talk to a cleric. Maybe think she's not crazy.
Yeah, we could do that.
I mean, that's a thought process. Or they could go talk to another warlock.
Or
that was another thought that went through my head.
Or she could tell them that she's fine, and that it wasn't her that did it.
Yeah.
Could lie.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of like how. I don't know. Well, why don't we leave it there?
Okay.
That way we don't have to push on to what happens next. So we came up with this tonight. We came up with Jurgen being restless with the party. She doesn't want to stick around much longer with these fools. Rockmorton agitates Jurgen, saying, "What, you don't think we're worthy? Blah, blah, blah. You should be thankful that we're with you, blah, blah, blah." That whole thing. Quan tells Throckmorton to ease up, and they all begin shouting, and Carlin screams above it all in their heads, "Shh." Then out loud, "We need to work together, for the fate of the multiverse is at stake." That night, she tells them about her visions and premonitions. They all become closer as a team. Then on their way to Candlekeep, they encounter some bandits, different caravans, travelers, and a bandit troupe, which is actually a troupe of actors pretending to be bandits to get money to fund said troupe. They end up meeting in a traveling circus and lose their money in a bet to Gregory Gifford at Gifford Circus, and they have to dance for their supper that night. Later the next day, the circus master and head trapeze artist Gregory has perfect brown hair, and he's holding large purple top hat and purple ringmaster suit with orange pinstripes and accents. Gold pilgrim shoes. He's rigged the games, and you need to win or join the circus to get your money back. Quint guesses Carlin's numbers correctly. Throckmorton does the shell game and cheats and wins. Juan wins at a tug of war with the strongest man alive. Carlin does a ringmaster showdown, and Jurgen wins the Ding the Bell Hammer.
Ding the bell hammer, wee!
And the party wins their money back, then arrives at Candlekeep later on. Candlekeep, Carlin finally has given access to the library. She is in awe as she sees the splendor. She does research to find the Platinum Compass. Upon doing her research, she summons a demon, a Defil Peshni. Carlin's party wants to know what happened. They find out that she was being pushed to do it from her visions and premonitions. ...
Dun.
Let's save that bad boy. Bam. So I like what we got. That was kind of a fun episode, thinking outside the DM's book.
Sneeze. Yeah. I haven't thought about just writing stories in a while. Usually it's just been poop, 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 poop.
Yep. I agree. Cool. What are we doing next week, Patch?
Oh.
Don't tell them. Until the end of the episode.
Okay.
First, we got to talk about what's happening Friday.
What's happening Friday? Oh, we're playing more D&D. 9 p.m. We're War for Garaxia. Hi, I'm Ironhide. Clementine's somewhere around the room over here. Malcolm's over there. He's looking very
Hello.
dapper tonight.
Hello.
Yeah, this is actually kind of a fun voice. I do enjoy doing a lot, very often, just in everyday occasions, because, people don't know how to handle it. But yeah, that's tomorrow, Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, hosted and dungeon mastered by the lovely Vandal Zero. You earned that, buddy. You earned it.
Hosted.
Hosted.
Hosted. Saturday nights we have our team night starting around 9:30 p.m. We'll play games together. For some reason I just really know nope. I think we're gonna. If I know Dysfunctional Dad well enough, he's gonna really push for us to play Halo. He's gonna tell us it's free to play about 40 times. Just so you know, be ready.
Saying it now, no.
So get
Enjoy
ready
it.
to download.
I will be the announcer guy. We'll do that.
Yeah, we have a bunch of games that we could play together now. Finally, everyone's kind of have the same games. So, maybe we'll play some, depending on who's there as well. DD might be there a little late. So you'll probably be in bed by the time that happens.
I don't have a pay-per-view to watch. I don't have any Cowboy shit to get up to this week, so I should be there.
Monday night.
Survival night with that Goober. What are you doing over there, Goober?
We're still playing the forest.
There is unrest in the forest.
We're just running around in forest now. I don't even know what we're doing anymore, but yeah, that's what we got going on this channel. Are you going to be streaming again? What's going on with you?
I am streaming tomorrow. I have put some thought into this, and I don't see a lot of people doing it, and I'm gonna give it a shot. I've been learning how to play Foundry Virtual Tabletop, so I'm gonna do GM prep for a couple hours on stream. If you're a GM,
what
go
game
ahead
are you playing? Who's playing? What?
All right. So, my best man Crowley asked me if him and his Lester and his friends and his brother, I would run a game for him. I was like, okay. They've each Venmo me money. I got Foundry Virtual Tabletop. I'm hosting it. It's actually a lot better than Roll20, in my honest opinion. And we're running out of the Abyss. Lester's brother, he bought that for Roll20 as someone who has never played Dungeons and Dragons and was going to run that for his first adventure. And I went, ooh, buddy, how much you spend on that? And he went $30. And I was like, ooh, buddy, that's not a friendly adventure. But yeah, I think I'm going to do some of my DM prep on stream, just because why not?
Cool. Sounds fun.
What are you doing tomorrow?
I will be. No, I'm not picking up a shift tomorrow. I will be actually streaming tomorrow. Metal Gear Solid 2, and I might stream earlier with a friend of ours named Vandal Zero.
Dun, 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 dun. What are you gonna play?
I don't know. We might play the forest.
There is unrest in the forest.
We started that that little base that we made during Extra Life, and we played earlier today, and we're almost done with the wall. Like all we have to do is
the
get
dopest trap ever.
Yeah, dude, we're almost done with the whole thing. Like it's almost done. So, yeah, we did that earlier. We might do it on stream. I don't know. Who knows? We might have a double dose of Thundercat tomorrow.
Double dose of Thundercat.
And then I'll be back on Sunday night.
Oh, yes. Tomorrow I'm coming back with that, and then back to regular stuff Thursday, Friday before D&D. Sorry, go ahead.
And then Sunday I'll be back again with Metal Gear 2.
Yeah, Sunday I'll probably end up playing video games because then I have the DM at 7, so I might talk a little bit about the things that my players might do that
I might. I didn't stream this past Sunday because we were working on Zombo Force. Like I said, we've been doing a lot of work for episode 3. We started working on episode 3 probably like 3 months ago now. It's been a lot of work for this episode, but after this is going to be smooth sailing. Like the rest of the episodes are going to be so easy to make. So once again, Zombo Force, November 27th at 11 p.m. Eastern. We're going to premiere episode 3 of season 2. So,
yay!
Be there for it. We'll be there with you to watch it.
We will be there.
And what are we doing? Oh yeah, don't forget to follow us on Twitter. That's where you can find all our cool stuff. You can find GM Patch Nasty at GM Patch Nasty. You can find me at Thundercat0420, and you can find us at Dysfunc Game TTV. All that stuff is in the links that Fuzzrab just posted. And yeah, and also we have a Patreon where you can get behind the scenes looks at some stuff. We have some behind the scenes Randys. We have some behind the scenes rando videos, and not just Randy videos. And we have some behind the scenes D&D stuff. So cool. What's next week?
For you all, I was going to say, for all of you audio listeners, if you're not sure if you're in the right place, look for the squid. If there's a squid that says dysfunctional, you're in the right place. What are we talking about next week? Next week is the week of Thanksgiving, right? I felt it apropos to talk about one of my favorite monsters that happens to go hand in hand with Thanksgiving in many different forms. Oozes. You've got your cranberry sauce. You've got your gravy. You've got your, to a certain extent, your mashed potatoes. Stuffing is not an ooze, but I'll accept it. I like it if you make a shitty stuffing. Squash is terrible, but yes, I would consider it an ooze at that point. It sticks to your insides and does 1 psychic damage per turn.
Or apple pie has like the ooze in it.
Oh, yeah, that's a hot ooze. That burns. Then you got to use your whole action to get it off with a fucking paper plate. But no, we're talking about like puddings and oozes and one of my favorite monsters, the gelatinous cube. But oozes next week, we're gonna start delving into the monster manual because there's a lot of shit in there, like Naffle Fashnies. What's that? I don't know. Grab a monster manual. It's weird looking.
Cream Ooze.
Ice cream, it's coming. Ice cream ooze. Yeah, we could do an ice cream ooze. It starts off as a semi-solid, but if it's exposed to light for too long, it's a liquid. But when it's liquid form, it gets all sticky on you, and then it's not pleasant. And then it attracts wasps. That stickiness attracts all the insects in the world, like swarms of insects.
Oh wow, amazing! All right, let's figure out who we're gonna raid.
Oh, I have to apologize. Randy sent me a note.
Oh no, what happened
due
with
to
Randy?
the recent. He's job hunting right now. He's looking for work because
Randy. So who did he send? Who did he send instead?
I don't want to bring him out.
All right, hold on. Don't bring him out yet because we can't. We're not even on the ending screen. We need to figure out who we're gonna raid. Then we're gonna figure out. We're gonna find out who Randy sent instead of himself. Oh man! All right, let's go to browse. Let's go to Dungeons and Dragons.
He's getting kind of rowdy, man.
All right, well, tell him to.
Okay, all right, hold on. Let me bring him in.
No, hold on. Wait. No, stop. Who is it?
You know me, Mama, the movie like Expendables and Rocky 1 to all of them.
Hi, Sylvester.
Hey, how you doing?
I didn't know we got. Wow, Randy really does know some people, huh?
Well, I mean, I'm taking favors for him in the past, and this is how I'm working on it now.
Oh man, Give me a second. I'm really trying to figure out.
Sure, change time. I'm just going to Starbucks in the corner.
Oh my god. I need to find people talking about the game.
What game are you talking about?
All right, we'll do this place because it looks like it's fun. Two guys talking to each other.
Sounds similar to you.
Does sound so.
Is this the part where I talk on this microphone?
Jesus Christ! All right, hold on. All right, it's all up to you now, there, Sylvester. Thank you to Randy Newman for sending him over.
Last night, prefer 0 hour, 9 a.m. And I'm gonna be high. And it's high by then. I miss the earth so much I miss my wife. Adrian! Lonely and spinning. And such times fly. And I think it's gonna be a long time till touchdown bring me around again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh no. I'm a rocket man. Rocky man. Burning out his fuse out here
Rocky
alone.
man.
And I think it's gonna be a long time.
Did that break you a little bit there? Sorry. That's a hard voice to do.
No. I'm a Rocky man. Rocky man. Burning out my fuse out here alone.
What the hell are you doing?
Miles
Bye, guys.
Thank
Thanks
you
so
very much, guys. Have a
Jesus
good one.
Christ. We're gonna do an active clip, Fuzzrab. Active clip.
Yeah, now we actually have to clip it. It's broken, DD.
DD,
Fix it.
Fix it, DD.
Make sure this isn't the
Fix
clip.
it.
Clip it, DD. Fix it.
Fix it, dude.